Hi friends and fellow Disney fans, my name's Jamie.
And I'm Brad.
And today we are talking about things we wish we knew before our first Disney cruise.
So we're so excited today to just bring you a little bit of knowledge about Disney cruising and what we wish we had known before we went on our first one. But before we get to all of that, I just want to encourage you. Our channel is all about Disney travel. And so just to support the channel, when I ask you to take a quick moment, like, subscribe to this video, and hit that little bell button so you get updates on when new videos come.
Also, I just want to mention that I am a travel agent specializing in Disney vacations. So if you are interested in a Disney cruise for your next Disney vacation, make sure to contact me and I can help you out. All of my contact information is in the description below. And side note, I do offer onboard credit for when you book your Disney cruise with me.
Free money, come on, who doesn't want that?
Today, like we mentioned, we are talking about things we wished we had known before our first Disney cruise. So we basically have 8 kind of things that we had wished we known.
Yeah.
So number one is if you don't get main dining, don't worry. You can waitlist for main dining.
There are 2 different dining times when you are on a Disney cruise. There's early dining or main dining and late dining. We actually kind of prefer the late dining. There's lots of reasons to that, but whatever one you prefer, yeah, you can request it. So don't stress out if you miss the one you want.
And I need to say that every time we've requested main dining, we've gotten that. Even, you know...
And every time we've requested late dining, we've got that.
Yeah,
now,
late dining is super easy to get
main dining seems to be the one everyone goes for. Yeah. Again, I like late dining, but...
Well, you know, and that's the thing. On our first Disney cruise, we were like, we need to have main dining. And then we didn't get it until we were on board the ship and they told us, you have main dining. And we were like, oh, yay.
Because we'd requested it.
Because we requested it. So, but since we've cruised quite a bit, we've kind of learned that we actually prefer second dining because we have kids and, you know, they don't like to sit and eat for a long period. And the benefit with second dining is that Kids Club will actually come and pick up your kids after they're done their meal. So then we get to finish our meal in peace.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't despair if you only can get second dining. I think it's kind of actually the better option. So you just have to talk to your travel agent, or if you booked with Disney directly, mention it to Disney, and then you can actually just waitlist for main dining. I actually think there's a way too to waitlist for main dining through the app and stuff too. I think you can do that. But if you can't, then you can just ask your travel agent or do it with Disney directly. Number 2 on what we would have wished we known before we went on our first Disney cruise is download the Navigator app. Our first cruise did not know to download the Navigator app. We did all of our check-in like online, on the website, and then we were boarding and I heard someone else say, oh, did you download the Navigator app yet? And we went, oh, shoot, we won't be able to do that because there's like no Wi-Fi once you get on board. And the Navigator app is basically your itinerary. It has all of the activities going on during the day. And it's also a way to chat with your family and friends when you're on board.
That's right.
So, you know, you can
It's really the only way you can text one another.
Yeah, it is. And there are wave phones, so you can get a hold of people with the wave phones. But I honestly prefer having my own phone and then just texting through that.
Yeah.
You don't like the wave phones?
Well, no, because it's like a phone from 1995.
Yes, a Nokia, like it really...
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
But no, the Navigator app's great. Also, something to be aware of is, first, when you download it, there is a little bit of information about your cruise on the Navigator app as you look forward to it, and a countdown clock. So that's just kind of fun. But on top of that...
let's see what our countdown clock is.
On top of that, Disney traditionally has put basically every morning kind of in your bedroom a Navigator thing that goes on all the stuff that's happening through the day.
Yeah.
They seem to be moving a bit away from that and moving more towards electronic. Of course, everything's becoming paperless, right? Yeah. And so it's just great to have this app and have it before you get on the ship.
Tip number 3 is decorate your door. If you don't know, Disney Cruise, the cabins are all magnetic doors. You can't bring anything with like tape or anything like that, but it's all magnetic. So you can actually bring your own magnets. A lot of people will print some or order them on Etsy and then put them on their door. And the kind of cool thing about having the magnets on your door is it makes it super easy to identify which door is yours. Because sometimes when we don't have magnets on, we go back past our doors. Like, every door looks the same.
Totally.
So it's really nice for identifying your door and kind of just making it extra special.
I think it is a wonderful way to kind of get into the spirit of the cruise. Everyone's participating in it. You kind of feel like you're part of a family. And if there's a little bit of a competitive edge in it, you can see if you've got the best decorated door.
Tip number 4 is you can actually request your own table at dinners. This is huge for us because when we're on vacation, we like people, we love people, but when we're on vacation, we want to really spend time with just our kids and our family and invest in them because our lives are so busy when we're outside of vacation time. So we usually request our own table so that we're not seated with other people, other families. And you know what? If you do get put with other families, it's totally okay. Like Disney is really good about putting like families together. So, if it's a single mom traveling and her son, they'll put you with other single mom and sons, so they're very good about pairing, families together. Yeah. But we personally prefer to request our own private table, and then it's just for us. And how you can do that is you just call Disney Cruise, or if you're working with a travel agent like myself, you can just let them know and they can add that request to your reservation. Tip number 5.
If you tried to book excursions that you couldn't get, or you tried to get individual adult dining like at Palo on the ship and it didn't happen for you before your cruise, don't stress, don't worry about it. When you're on the ship, you can check for availability, and more times than not, you'll find some cancellations and you'll be able to get that booking you wanted.
Yeah, Disney actually holds back some reservations or special activities.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do for when you get on board. So the moment you get on board, try to book an early port arrival time, and the moment you get on board, just head to guest services and ask them if they have that activity or adult dining, signature dining
that you're looking for.
And we've always actually had luck when we weren't able to grab it. We just
the reason we're doing all of these tips is there are things that have worked for us and have worked repeated times.
Yes. Tip number
6.
Plan for seasickness. If you are anything like me, I get so seasick. I've always been like that. I just kind of have a weak stomach. Brad actually
Both of us do.
Nicknamed me Hurlin Erlin
because she threw up.
James Earl Jones, and then it turned into Hurlin Erlin.
Weird nickname, but.
So I highly recommend preparing for it if you're a person who might get seasick. You can go and get Bonine, or if you're in Canada, get Gravel. Make sure to have that before. And also my biggest tip for what's helped me is getting these little Transderm patches. And they're the little circles that go behind your ear. When you're on board, you'll see so many people have those. And the last time I actually wore one, I didn't have any seasickness at all. And a few cruises ago, I didn't know about these, and I just went on board, and it was out of Galveston. Did you think it was rough waters?
I thought the worst waters we've had were, there was a night that because of a medical emergency for someone, the boat had to turn around midnight, and that was rough.
Well, and I had these, and I didn't even feel it.
And I didn't wear one, and I was sick all night.
And the other night when there was rough waters, and I didn't have these, I got so sick. The whole cruise, it almost ruined cruising for me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cruise anymore because I thought, I'm just going to get sick. I'm not going to enjoy it. And then I bought these, and honestly, it's
turned
changed.
Around.
Yeah, totally turned around. So
I remember because after the first cruise, you're like, I loved everything about it. It was awesome, but I was so sick for most of it. I don't know if I want to do it again. And then on your second one, when you started using those, it just changed your cruising.
Absolutely. It's so I every time buy these. They last for about 3 days, so I usually get a couple packs, and then I take them with me. And this time you're probably going to use them, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to use them.
Tip number
7.
I was going for 8. I just...
This is one I suggested at the Disney theater where you watch movies, and you're going to be watching a few movies when you go on your Disney cruise. They sell popcorn. Now, most of the food on the cruise is free, included with the cost, but one of the things that you're going to find yourself actually wanting is popcorn, especially when you go to a movie, because you want to eat popcorn when you're at the movie. It's only a few bucks, but it comes in this tiny little thing. Well, they charge you the exact same amount to fill up your bucket from Disney World or Disneyland if you bring one of those on. So make sure to bring your Disney World bucket. They'll charge you the same cost as a refill. It's only a couple bucks, and you get way more popcorn. Number 8.
Next tip is bring your own tumbler.
That's the same color as the wall.
Oh, I like this color. You are going to want to bring a tumbler or a large kind of cup with you because the drink deck is located on the top deck.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're going
Cups
back to
they
your
have
room,
there are like really small.
yeah, they're like little disposable. They're bigger than a Dixie
They're bigger than a Dixie cup, but not much.
Yeah, you're kind of going to take a drink and then you're going to be done with it.
Yeah.
And so we would bring that down to our room and, you know, have this little drink. But it's really nice filling up something like this, put ice in it, and then you can bring it down to your room and you're not having to make your way all the way up to the top deck again whenever you get thirsty.
The other option that's similar to that is if you're going out of Port Canaveral and have just been to Disney World, you can use, obviously, your refillable mugs from Disney World.
That's true. Hey, we want to thank you guys for taking the time to join with us on things that we wish we had known before our first Disney cruise. Make sure to take a moment and comment below something that you might have wished you had known before your first Disney cruise, or a little tip to tell other viewers.
Yeah. And if you're interested in booking your next Disney cruise, why not contact this girl? She is a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations, and best of all, not only are her services completely free, but if you book a cruise through her, you get onboard credit, free money to spend on your cruise excursions, on items you want to buy from the shops at Disney. I mean, it's a great deal. So contact her. You can contact her on her website, www.clickthemouse.ca/Jamie, or by email, jamie@clickthemouse.ca.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.